Hey guys, JP here, and today it's all about Gtechniq interior protection. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the products and a demonstration of how they are applied. The demonstration vehicle is a 2015 Mercedes A180 with 13,000 miles on the clock. It was purchased 1 week ago from a used car dealership, and the owner has opted to get the vehicle protected by a professional independent business. We're going to be protecting the leather seats, fabric carpet, floor mats, the dashboard, door panels and all the other interior plastic surfaces. To begin with, here is a brief overview of the products. i1 Smart Fabric protects all kinds of fabrics from water and oil-based stains. It's breathable and extremely durable thanks to the unique Gtechniq 3S Smart Surface Science technology. With added biocoat, antimicrobial technology, treated surfaces will kill 99.9% of bacteria. i1 Smart Fabric makes ordinary fabrics waterproof and easy to clean. The nanoparticles of i1 coat each fabric fibre individually, leaving the texture unaffected, allowing the material to breathe. This means stale air will still be able to escape while repelling water and oil-based liquids. Being alcohol-based ensures a much deeper penetration of the active ingredient, giving an i1 treated surface much better durability and overall performance. Typically, an i1 treated surface will last 5 times longer than conventional water repellent coatings. The lifespan of the product on soft tops will last for as long as 3 years. Gtechniq C6 Matte Dash is specifically designed to protect dashboard and door card materials including leather, vinyl, plastic and rubberized finishes. It adds abrasion resistance, dirt, water, static and UV repellency to treated surfaces. With added biocoat antimicrobial technology, treated surfaces will kill 99.9% of bacteria. It will not affect the gloss of your car's trim and leaves a natural feel. L1 Leather Guard forms a durable abrasion-resistant matte finish which offers the best ever protection against abrasion damage, UV rays, dye transfer and other discoloration. With added biocoat antimicrobial technology, treated surfaces will kill 99.9% of bacteria. Friction protection is particularly important on seat bolsters, seat piping and any other high wear areas. The anti-stain function is most relevant for light coloured leathers which are typically stained by dark coloured fabrics such as indigo jeans. L1 Leather Guard will last between 3 and 12 months. Many leather products market themselves on how they feed leather, when in fact this is not needed. Modern automotive leather use synthetic fat liquors which do not evaporate. Any product that is designed to feed leathers will not be absorbed by modern automotive leather, but instead it will remain on the surface attracting dirt, which will then act as an abrasive, foreshortening the leather's finish. Onto the preparation, and like all protection coatings, whether it's interior or exterior, it's all in the prep. Now because this vehicle was purchased used, there's a good chance the car was valeted at the dealership and no doubt they would have used some type of dressing on the leather and plastics. So even if the car looks clean, each individual surface needs to be thoroughly re-cleaned to ensure the Gtechniq products bond directly to the leather, carpet and plastic surfaces, allowing the protection to achieve optimum results. The product I'm going to use to clean all interior surfaces is Gtechniq i2 Tri-Clean, an all-surface cleaner that cleans, kills 99.9% of bacteria and absorbs nasty odours. This will ensure all interior surfaces of the Mercedes A180 are clean and free from any previous valeting or detailing dressings. Starting with the top areas of the interior, simply because of gravity, i.e. dust is inevitably going to fall downwards, I'm going to use Gtechniq i2 Tri-Clean diluted 10:1 and a fresh microfiber cloth to clean all surfaces. I use a Swiss Vax interior detail brush for all the hard to reach areas, including air vents, crevices and nooks and crannies. Once each area has been cleaned, I take a second microfiber cloth and work over the surface until dry. Next step is the leather seats. Using a Swiss Vax interior detail brush in Gtechniq i2 Tri Clean, I spray a bit of product onto the seats, load up the brush and thoroughly work into all areas of the leather. I gently prise the seams in the leather with one hand to allow the brush in the other hand to reach into the crevices and seams. Once each section has been thoroughly cleaned, I use the first microfiber cloth to remove the majority of excess product, followed with a second microfiber cloth to work the seats until they're dry. Onto the carpet, and I always start with removing the floor mats because they will be cleaned separately. I begin with using the hoover to remove as much dirt and debris, followed with cleaning the carpets with Gtechniq i2 Tri Clean. I spray a sufficient amount onto the surface and use a fine bristle upholstery brush to agitate the product into the fibres. I then follow this stage with a second hoovering pass to remove the product and dirt debris. Please note this vehicle is in pretty good condition and only requires somewhat of a light interior clean. Gtechniq i2 Tri Clean will ensure any grease, dirt and nasty odours are eliminated from the carpet, so there will be nothing to interfere with the protection.
Far, don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star. Don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe and home? So that I'm counting days until the second glow. If you're gonna make those changes, you have to let me know. Turn the shit around, start to top the lungs. It's all you need to do.
For the interior windows, I keep with the Gtechniq theme. I use G6 Perfect Glass and a Microfiber Madness waffle weave window towel to clean the interior windows, windscreen, rear view mirror and the dials. By the way, this is by far the best window cleaner I've ever used. Onto the first protection product, which is C6 Matte Dash. Working one section at a time using a Gtechniq finger foam applicator, 4 or 5 sprays to initially prime the applicator, and working the first section in circular motions with the aim of achieving an even coverage. Once the first section is complete, I take a fresh microfiber cloth and remove the excess, followed with a repeat process for all the other interior plastic surfaces. Onto the leather and L1 leather guard. The same approach is taken when compared to C6 matte dash. I start with applying 4 or 5 sprays to initially prime a fresh Gtechniq finger foam applicator and work one manageable section at a time. I then take a second fresh microfiber cloth and remove the excess. You can't go wrong with both Gtechniq matte dash and leather guard. They are both very easy to work with. Just ensure you are working one manageable section at a time and remove all the excess before it dries. Onto the carpets, and since the initial cleaning stage, a few bits of dust and cotton from the finger foam applicators and microfiber cloths have landed on the carpets. So after completing the plastic and leather treatment, I begin with giving the carpets a light hoover before applying protection. My method when applying I1 Smart Fabric is to apply 3 fine layers whilst keeping the bottle 20 to 30 centimeters away. I begin with one footwell, usually the passenger front, then work my way around each corner of the car. Once the final section is done, I go back to the one I started with and apply a second fine layer. I will continue to do this cycle 3 times. The reason for this is to allow each layer of product to begin absorbing into the fabric fibres. Instead of applying one heavy layer, this is evened out over 3 layers. When applying Smart Fabric, make sure you have a fresh microfiber cloth ready to remove any overspray from plastic surfaces. If you don't remove overspray from plastic, it will dry like glue and will be a struggle to remove. As a precaution, you can use detailer's tape and mask off any nearby plastics.
I hope you find what you've been looking for. Trust me, I don't wanna feel no more.
Once the final layer is done, firstly I check all nearby plastics to make sure there is no protection product on them. If there is and it isn't able to be removed with just a microfiber cloth, I will apply a small amount of all-purpose cleaner to the microfiber and make sure the product is removed. The very last step is to simply go over the carpets using a microfiber cloth by hand, ensuring any excess product is removed. Now the interior is sorted, it's time to tackle the floor mats, which are usually a fair bit grubbier than the interior carpets. Luckily for me, these Mercedes floor mats aren't overly dirty. I use a Vicon brush to remove as much debris possible, followed with a thorough hoovering. I then apply a nice amount of Gtechniq i2 Tri-Clean and work it into the mats using the Vicon brush. When I'm happy with the results, I use each hoover attachment and get the floor mats as clean as possible. Once the floor mats are clean, they are then placed out of the way and allowed to dry. When the mats are bone dry, I use the same method to apply Gtechniq I1 Smart Fabric, although a few extra layers are applied for these high wear areas. I repeat the same method of starting with one mat, then when the last mat has been done, I repeat it again on the first mat and continue this cycle for 4 or 5 passes. I'll make sure each layer is a fine layer and evenly spread across the mat. Once the final pass has been completed, I take a microfiber cloth and by hand remove the excess product. Time to talk about curing and drying times for the protection. i5 Smart Fabric takes 2 to 3 hours to dry, and the full effectiveness of the product will be achieved after 24 hours. L1 Leather Guard takes 30 minutes to dry, and C6 Matte Dash is a little different. If you want to achieve maximum results, a second layer should be applied 24 hours after the first layer, essentially layering the product. This will give you optimum results from C6 Matte Dash. If you're considering undertaking the Gtechniq protection treatment yourself on your own car, then I hope this video has given you a good idea of the stages and the application process involved, not forgetting all the benefits of having Gtechniq protection as I spoke about in the overview at the start of this video. I will leave you with a few final stills of the finished car. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more detailing videos, hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.
Never mind, I'm thinking out loud before we draw a crowd. Reel it in, take it easy, there's no need to scream and shout. As far as I can see, my head think it's time for you to leave in peace. As far as I can see, my head think it's time for you to leave in peace.
I don't know what you want. Let's have